Hi, my name is Chloe. I've pretty much grown up around table tennis. From before I was tall enough to see over the table properly, I've been playing with an assortment of funky hats, as you can see. As a junior, I played for Lancashire and even won a few shiny things in my time, measuring my height against various retailers, council members and coaches. However, as I got older and my hairstyles got worse, I struggled to stay in the sport. Increased academic pressure and less playing opportunities after the age of 18 left me to almost stop entirely when I went to university, instead opting to umpire and volunteer occasionally. I enjoyed playing in Women's British League, but didn't feel I was making any progress. I definitely didn't feel confident enough to enter anything like a Grand Prix. When other female players were asked about what changes they'd like to see in the sport, many mentioned a need for more women's competition at a lower level. Sometimes low entry numbers at regular 1-stars and 2-stars can lead to women not getting many games for their entry fee, or sometimes being mixed in with the boys, taking away our ability to earn ranking points from the event. Now there are women's 1-stars and 2-star events, the perfect opportunity for me to reintroduce myself to playing. So I submitted my entry fee for the Women and Girls Sussex 2-star, and this is how I got on. One-star and 2-star events are open to players across lots of different standards, making them great first competitions. In each category, players are split into small groups and play a round robin. The top 2 players, the players who won the most matches, go on to the knockout stages, which will eventually lead to the quarters, semis and final. But don't worry, the bottom 2 players still get more games. They're entered into a consolation round with its own quarters, semis and finals.
You filming now?
Yeah.
You're not going to use my voice at all, are you?
Yeah. No.
I'm stopping now. Yeah, well and truly, you've got a
It's got a cut.
No, you've got a nice...
First things first, some new rubbers. I do like to hit the table harder than the ball sometimes, which can lead to some damages. Luckily, my dad was able to help me out. Should I just play with it like that?
Nice.
Shiny. All sorted, but my dad had one more thing left to show me.
That rubber might be gone a bit.
Oh God, what happened? How did that even happen?
This rubber must be... I reckon this rubber's getting on over 20-year-old.
But like, how has it gone black underneath?
It's the rubber has perished. That is actually somebody's finger. Shocking. Shocking.
Bats assembled, we went down to our local sports centre to try and get some practice in. What's the robot in 2001 called? Hal.
So hi Chloe, what do you need to work on to get better?
I need to stop playing backhand from all over the table and play forehand more. I need to move my feet so they're not rooted to the ground. Anything else?
It's that long since I've seen you, I can't remember.
We'll find out. My forehand is always the first to go, serve-wise, just a forehand backspin. I can never do it when I come back after like it's the first one that I have like the least, I feel like I've got the least control over it. I've just had a look at the draw for the days. A few names in there that I recognise, so I think it's going to be really interesting. It's going to be fun to test myself against some of the players that I've seen, playing, because I always get major FOMO, like fear of missing out, when I'm at all of these events and don't actually get to participate. So it's going to be a really nice change to actually see where I'm at, see what level I'm at. So I think my goals for tomorrow are going to be just to play my best can I reduce the amount of mistakes that I make and see if I can, you know, give people a really good game. So we'll see how I end up. I'd love to be able to get through a group. You know, table tennis is something that I enjoy because it's something that I feel that I'm skilled at, and it always gave me a lot of confidence when, you know, when I was younger, knowing that there was a sport out there that I was quite good at, and it always gave me a bit of a buzz when I was in PE and I could actually, you know, keep up with the other kids at something and feel like I had, you know, an advantage. It's nice to be getting back into it actually as a player, and, you know, now out of the junior categories, you know, these 1 stars and 2 stars give, you know, players like me a really fantastic opportunity to find their game again without that pressure of, you know, going to the Grand Prix, which is huge. Anyway, it's getting late. Checks invisible watch. Why did I do that? I have no watch. Okay, so I've just done a typical Chloe and I have left my bag on the train that has my bat in it and all of my kit. So apparently it's been found in Brighton, so we're going on a quick nighttime detour to get it back. I'm actually so annoyed at myself. I'm laughing through the pain. I'm half tempted to sleep with this tonight so that it doesn't miraculously disappear. It's the day of the competition. I've got my bat, I've got my bag, I've got 2 bags, which is more than I had when I arrived. And I'm excited. I'm nervous, but I'm excited. It's going to be a good day. When I first arrived, the event organisers signed me in with a smile, and I then went to find someone to practice with. Already there was a great atmosphere and some faces that I recognised from Women's British League. There seemed to be a wide range of players, some with national rankings and some who didn't have any ranking points at all.
Like Kate Smith and Freya when you're done.
First match on, here we go. My first game was against Emma in the restricted category, for people who aren't juniors anymore but not quite vets yet. It was Emma's first ever competition in the UK, having only played abroad in para events. While I thought I played alright for my first match, I did make a lot of unforced errors. But luckily my serve saved me and I was able to get enough points to get through this first game. Then, while the other 2 girls in my group played each other, it was my turn to umpire. Next up was Locke, a defensive player with long pimples on her backhand. I wasn't used to reading this, and occasionally she would twiddle in the middle of a point, which meant that it was floated and I usually didn't read it very well, making it go off the end of the table. That being said, I really enjoyed playing Locke as it allowed me to play to my strengths. Locke ended up beating me in 3, but I'm still glad with how I played against her. I've won one of my games and lost one, but I'm in a group of 3, which means that I'm through to the next round of this one. Before my next match, I had some time to talk to the organiser and some of the other participants about why they enjoyed this event.
I think in particular for the girls, we really need to demonstrate a really clear pathway from grassroots, local league, club players through into the competition circuit. Not only playing, competing, meeting friends, and playing against people from other counties, but it'll get them on the ranking list as well and start building up those points and hooking them into competition. It's so important that our young ones get to see that there is a ladder, there is progression, there is a future for them in this sport. And I know that I think our youngest player is 9 today, and then we've got them all the way through up into the over 40s. I won't give that age group away, but it's so important to be able to look up and chase the ones that are higher in the ranking, a little bit older, a little bit more experienced. And they can learn so much about their game and how to play and how to compete as well. So it's so important to have those role models in your sport.
I think it's fantastic. I think the proof is the number of entries. Sally's got 59 for this tournament. We've brought 11 from our club, which I'm absolutely thrilled about. And I just think the women and girls, it's really nice of them to play in this environment, and the different age groups mixing. It's absolutely fantastic.
You don't have to pretend to be busy because you're actually busy.
No, I am actually, yeah.
I'm going to be on the streaming table next. Wish me luck. Having progressed through my group, my next match was against Letitia from Brighton. She was incredibly quick. And for someone with as little practice as me, I definitely wasn't keeping up with her. But I really enjoyed our match. While I played alright while I was in a rally, I struggled with my serves, and I also struggled to pick up hers, meaning that it was mostly one-sided.
I first started when I was about 6. Both my parents play, so they just took me to the club with them. No, this is the first one. Yeah, it's really good. It's so nice to see so many women all playing together. I think it's really important to encourage women to keep playing. I think especially a lot of younger women, when they get to sort of 18, they kind of feel like there's less tournaments and they sort of drop out. But I think this is a really good way to keep women in the sport of all ages.
Letitia did go on to win the whole category, which makes me feel slightly better about her beating me so well. Let's see how I do in the Open. The Open category is a complete free-for-all, which means that anybody can enter and anybody could win. Before the next category started, I thought I'd catch up with the referee. You're welcome, Internet. You're welcome. My first match of the Open event was against Eva, and she was fast. Very, very, very fast. In the end, Eva beat me quite comfortably. Having once again got through my group, I was then on to the knockout stages against Evie, who was a cadet player. At this point, my stamina was getting the best of me, as in I had none. So I might not have come home with any trophies, but I did complete my task of getting through both of my groups. So I'm pretty happy with that, a couple of wins under the belt, and I felt like I played well against some of the better players, and I really enjoyed it. I made some friends, and yeah, I've had a big grin on my face the whole day. Some people have been really friendly. It's been a really great atmosphere, and it's like some of the other girls were saying, opportunities like this to play and compete on, it's great that we have more of them now, and I can't wait to come back next year.